Today, we're all forced to either adapt or go extinct. And we really have a choice here. So we have a choice to stay curious and keep discovering on what's unknown that might be coming up and how can we take advantage of it, or be left behind. And today we're going to be talking about curiosity as the final part of our REWAC model that we've developed with Western. And REWAC, just to refresh your memory, stands for resilience, embracing change, well-being, ambiguity, and curiosity. So Ivan, before I give away tips on how can we become curious in these days, tell us a little bit more about curiosity.
Elena, I just want to refer back about how the brain works, and specifically what are the researchers in neuroscience telling us about curiosity. So there is three interesting facts about curiosity. First of all, the first one is regarding the curiosity can be learned at any time, but it has to be practiced in a daily basis in order to create like a kind of a reflex that stores permanently in your brain the new action. So it has to be practiced. The second part is that when you start being curious or practicing curiosity about one single thing, you become curious about many things, regardless that you like it or not. In fact, when people are highly curious to find out the answer to a question, they are better at learning that information. More surprisingly is that once the curiosity is aroused, they are capable of better learning entirely unrelated information. Curiosity puts the brain in a state that allows to learn and retain any kind of information, like a vortex, in fact, that soaks out in what you are motivated to learn and also everything around it. The third part, and the last part of that is quite interesting from the neuroscience perspective, is that when you develop curiosity, you create intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation, it means that you don't have to be paid for it. It comes from within yourself. So researchers found out that the curiosity is stimulated. There is increased activity in the brain circuit related to the reward part or pleasure. This reward circuit relies on dopamine, chemical messenger that relies messages between neurons and increases the pleasure. It's the same dopamine that we have when we are eating chocolate. So basically, we are saying that you are incentivized to do it again. Once you have started looking for information, becoming curious, you're incentivized to do it again and again and to push for more information.
And that is so important because in order for us to really, drive our careers forward, we need to be curious because we don't know what we don't know. And in the world of information access and knowledge and people and networks, there's really no excuse to not learn and be curious about something. So it can be like as simple as staying up to date on business and customer trends in your area of work. So how is this going to affect your business? What are you doing to adjust? What's your competition doing? Where are the customer's preferences going? Right? Where are the new areas this might open up for you? What technologies can you explore to keep your business going? And to kind of spark that curiosity, what I recommend people to do this time for their careers or businesses is look at an opportunity to upskill. With the world going online, there's so many opportunities to really just learn something new, right? There's whether it's, taking a short course, whether it's just, studying something on YouTube. There's so many opportunities to learn these days. Also to be aware of what will be needed in the future world of work. So just reading, what technologies are coming up. What are some of the future work reports saying? I'm still surprised how many people are not reading those. And that should be like a leisure read at least 2-3 times a year, right? It's very important to know what do we need in the new world of work to succeed. And finally, taking a moment to connect with people that are different than you. So we typically attracted to people that are similar to us. So even if we go to an event or we want to meet somebody, we stick within our comfort zone. But that's not where learnings and curiosities happen. So do something out of the ordinary. If you're not an artsy person, go to an arts exhibit if that's possible. Talk to, if you're a corporate person, talk to a startup owner or small business owner, and vice versa. If you're a small business owner, talk to a corporate person and see what that life is like. Get curious to see what else is out there. Open up your perspective, open up your mind, and eventually you're just going to be addicted to it, and you're going to wonder what else is there that I don't know.
Elena, something that people always ask themselves is curiosity something innate? And in fact, the reality is innate. If you think about it, all the curiosity that kids have, but what happens is that as they are not continuously practicing, they lose it. So you can always have time, because of the concept of the principle of neuroplasticity, to learn to very little small habits that you create on a daily basis in order to practice all of the good advices that you have mentioned before, and retrieve back this curiosity as when you were a child.